tobacco counterfeits, pharmaceutical counterfeits. And we women knew about our number one counterfeit, amen, is these handbags we be having. I don't know nobody. But we can go down there to New York, and what's the name of that street? Yeah, we can go down there to that street, and guess what? We can buy all the handbags we want for less than $200 or $500. And guess what? One of those handbags costs $200, and another may cost $500. But you got 10 bags for that price. Look at your neighbor and say, "That's a big counterfeit, big counterfeit, big counterfeit." Nike. People like to counterfeit, amen, things that have to do with Nike, because those tennis shoes, have you ever seen a $250, $300 tennis shoe on somebody's foot? Amen. And not only do they not play basketball, but they don't even work. You might as well. Amen. And then we have counterfeits such as Rolex watches that people like to counterfeit. Louis Vuitton items is one of the most name brand counterfeit things in the world on today. I want to tell you that in counterfeits, amen, there is a mode of counterfeit, but that mode of counterfeit causes, I want to tell you about 3 major things that it causes. Thank you. And you can write these down if you're taking notes. One of the things that the counterfeit causes, and hold that scripture, I'm coming back to it to grab it, procrastination. Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing something. It's like a hesitation or stalling. Ever decided that you want to go do something, but all of a sudden you thought about, oh, I need to go do this. Oh, I need to go do that. Or the telephone rang, and you were in the process of something, and then the telephone began to break your mode, your MO, your mode of operation. So you had to stop. And some of us, when we break that, we don't go back to it to say, let me finish up what I have to do. Or we put it off. We say, I'll do it later. Anybody ever been there? When you're operating in the counterfeit will cause, amen, you to procrastinate, because it feels like you're dealing with the real thing when actually you're not. Look at your neighbor, say, you're not. And number 2, what the counterfeit causes, it causes, amen, a passive response from those that will act towards it. A passive response is accepting or allowing what has happened or what others do without active response or resistance. It means that you're passive, you're subdued. You don't care, amen, if you go or you come. You don't care, amen, how people talk to you. You don't care how you respond to people's actions. So you become passive in life. So when you're dealing with the counterfeit, it allows you to be passive because you feel like I'm in a mode right now where everything is all right. So it gives you this false sense when everything is really not all right. So counterfeit causes, I'm trying to hurry up because I see you fanning, but it causes procrastination, and it causes, amen, you being passive. The other thing, amen, that the counterfeit causes is complacency. Complacency is a feeling of contentment or self-satisfaction, often combined, amen, with the lack of awareness or pending trouble or controversy. So when you're operating in the counterfeit, when something is not real, but you're perceiving that it is, it have you in this false sense that everything is all right. So you become satisfied, you're content in that because you feel like everything is good. I'm good, you good, everybody's good. But you have a lack, amen, of feeling that something, or realizing that there's something that may come towards you that may cause danger. So your senses to danger things are shut off. Look at your neighbor, say it's shut off. But God does not want you to shut, amen, that off. He wants you to continue to go. Glory to God. So as we begin to look here at Genesis chapter 11, we see where the children, amen, began to go ahead and began to build this Tower of Babel. Now, when they began to build this tower, do you not know that's a counterfeit? Number one, you're trying to run from the flood because there was a flood prior to, and you're trying to run from it, saying that, well, we won't go under flood any other time. Because your neighbor say, God's got a way. The other thing is that you all have gotten together, or they have gotten together and coming together. When you come together like that, glory to God, with the wrong mindset, they began to feel that they were their own God. And Nimrod at that time was over the people. Amen. And eventually, if you continue to read, you'll see where he was a false God. And people began to worship him. Look at your neighbor and say, only worship the true and the living God. Look at your neighbor and say, nothing like the real thing. Why have an imitation when you can have the real? Amen. Amen. The other thing, amen, they tried to do was they tried to build this tower so high, amen, that they can reach the heavens. Glory to God, which would mean they will make them own self, not only their own gods, but now they have their own city. So who in the world do they need to depend on besides themselves? Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, that's a dangerous thing to be in your own hand. All of us need a God. Look at your neighbor and say, all of us need the God. Amen. His name is Jesus Christ. So as we put that scripture, amen, with some of our notes that you're taking today, I want you to be true to yourself, number one. Amen. If you're going to go forward and you're going to do anything in God, the first thing you got to do is Oscar Wilde put it out there. He said, be true to yourself. Amen. Everyone else is already taken. Look at your neighbor and say, don't try to be like nobody else, because they already taken. The number two thing, if you're trying not to have any other God but God, but you got to have an open mind and you got to be receptive. You got to be receptive to what God will do for you and to you in this hour. Amen. Some people, amen, turn a blank, but I come to tell you on today, when you stay in the face of God, God will begin to reveal some secrets and some nuggets, amen, that your counterparts, amen, don't know anything about. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, nothing like the real thing. When you come in contact with the real thing, nothing else will satisfy. The third thing you need to do is you need to be careful of how your actions, amen, influence others. Because whatever you do, it can influence somebody else. I don't hear nobody in this house. When you're walking around in self, amen, if you're putting the wrong thing out there, amen, and somebody is admiring you, amen, they're going to follow after what you do. I don't hear nobody in this house. But when you're putting the right thing out there, they're going to follow after that. Look at your neighbor and say, when they follow after that, they're following after your God. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, nothing like the real thing. Many times what we try to do is we try to throw off on people. We want to be somebody else. I don't hear nobody. We want to be somebody else. We want to look like somebody else. I don't hear nobody in this house. But look at your neighbor and say, just be yourself. Be yourself. When you be yourself, amen, you'll be all right. Hallelujah. Because when you be somebody else, you got to follow up on everything that person do. Just go ahead and just be yourself. Be yourself. And then the fourth point I want to leave with you on this morning is, Henry James said, 3 things in life are important. Because your neighbor said there's 3 things in life that's important. Don't ever forget. First thing is be kind. Second thing is be kind. And the third thing is be kind. Come on and put those 2 hands together. Hallelujah. Put those 2 hands together for the Lord. Say, be kind, be kind, be kind, be kind. So don't get in a tizzy, amen. Don't have a tizzy fit. Just be kind. Glory to God. The 5th thing I would like to leave with you on today, amen, when you begin to realize that there is nothing like the real thing, amen, when you begin to walk after God, you want to be a listener and you want to live an authentic life as your thoughts, your words, your actions change and influence, amen, the whole world around you. I don't hear nobody in this house. When you are a good listener, because some of us are so busy talking, we don't take the time to sit down and let's listen to what the other person has to say. Most of the times when we're in a community, when we're talking, when we're dialoguing with somebody, what we have a tendency to do is we're waiting on our turn to speak instead of sitting back, listening. And you're not listening only to what they are saying. You're listening to what the Holy Spirit is telling you. Hallelujah. But the Holy Spirit may say, just be quiet. It's going to work itself out. Be quiet. All they want is a listening ear. Amen. Well, be quiet. This is what you're to say at this time and at this hour. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, I am a nation changer. You don't see it yet because you're looking on my outer appearance. But I am a nation changer.